Look at this dude.
Whoosh poppin'. Everybody, welcome back to another video. Hey man, if you haven't already done so, make sure you are subscribed to the channel, smash the like button, click that bell while you're at it so you can be a part of the Post Know the Gang family, best family on YouTube, and that's no cap hands. Hey man, look, we are here for a video. I've seen like clips and articles and things in that nature, you know, going on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. in regards to this situation. So I've read up on it a little bit, kind of understand what's going on. Now, I'm not understanding if the 500-pound woman is the driver or the customer. I want to say she's the customer. Like an Uber driver was going to pick her up. From my understandings, he noticed that she was just too big to get into the Uber, so he rejected her ride, and now she's suing the Uber company. Or is it Lyft? It's one or the other. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and read up on this. Now, there is like a gray line in regards of opinions in regards of being like overweight. At the end of the day, being overweight to this extent is very unhealthy. Now, I'm not body shaming anyone or anything in that nature, but if you are that way and you have control to be able to lose the weight and be healthy and live a longer life type ish, then you need to take charge. You got to hold yourself accountable. Now, if it's like one of those genetic things, like I know people are genetically overweight. They have no control over it. It doesn't matter if they go on diets, they work out, they're still going to continue gaining weight. And like I said, it could be genetics, which you can't blame the individual for being overweight if it comes to that. You feel me? But anyways, y'all, we're going to get into it. Y'all let me know in the comments how you guys feel about this situation. Let's talk and more react, and let's dive right into this video. Let's go.
So we have covered some pretty insane lawsuits on this channel. People poisoning goats, people poisoning children, stars of Degrassi spiraling. I mean, we've...
Dang, everybody trying to sue anybody just for anything at this point.
We've seen it all. At least I thought that was the case, until I read about a woman who goes by the name Danny DeMoss. She is the person who was told that
Danny DeMoss.
They could not get into their lift, with the driver's works cited being that she was too large to fit in the back.
Yeah, so she was the customer.
Of his vehicle.
Yeah, I got no space in my car is small.
I can fit in this car.
But believe me, you can't.
He said, believe me, you can't.
So, I'm sorry.
What am I doing with my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me I can't get in the lift because I can't fit in your car?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, look, I'm not picking any sides, by the way. Like, I really am not. But I can understand where the driver is coming from. If the driver happens to be uncomfortable with the pickup individual that they're supposed to be picking up, I mean, at the end of the day, they have every right to reject the ride. Let's say somebody that you're picking up, you're about to pick the person up, and they seem suspicious, and they got a ski mask on, and they're wearing all black and gloves and stuff. You're gonna be kind of nervous and intimidated. You're gonna be like, "Hey, I gotta cancel. I got an emergency. I gotta order another ride, my boy." Like, for real. So if he feels uncomfortable, maybe he feels like it's gonna damage his car in the rear if there's too much weight in the back. Because I know my car, the way I have my car is staggered. What that means is I got wide wheels on my car. If there's too much weight in my car, my tires scrape my car if I hit a bump. You feel me? So I can only imagine her sitting in the back of my car. And once again, not body shaming.
Yeah, you need to order a pickup car.
What makes you think I can't fit in the car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car?
So they go on to argue for around another minute, and I think he even tells her that his extended reasoning is that she would have the car riding too low in the back, and that his tires couldn't take it.
And that's literally what I just explained. So, like I said, the driver has every right to reject a ride. If he feels uncomfortable, it could damage his vehicle, etc. Because I know she ain't gonna pay for something if she ends up blowing some tires in the back. I know if he blows up some tires or causes any damage to the rear end of his car, she ain't gonna pay for it. She gonna walk out that Uber ride and handle her business.
More specific with you, I got very tired.
He said discount tire closed 2 hours ago, chick. Beat it.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
You know what? I don't never have to order Uber XL.
Now, I would say it's safe to say that we've all been involved in a situation where we thought we could either set up or straight up sue a large company. Maybe you took a slip and there was no wet floor sign. Maybe they served you a rat head at KFC. Whatever the hell.
What the fuck? Oh, I would be sick, bro, if I bit into some chicken and it happened to be a rat head.
It was. Most people do not go beyond that initial thought to initiate litigation. But for this woman, I think that she was so outraged when it happened that she pulled out her phone to...
Now, my question is she comfortable in her own body? Like, is she okay with being this big, or is she on any type of weight loss journey just to get healthy? Because at the end of the day, it's not about your image in regards of what you physically look like, but at the end of the day, you want to also be healthy to be able to at least see your 90s. You feel me? You don't want to be passing away at the age of 45 because of a heart attack because of your unhealthy lifestyle. You feel me?
Share it online. And when she did, a lawyer must have smelled that blood in the water. Like, I think at this point, legal firms might just stalk TikTok looking for situations just like this. He knew it would likely be an easy win against...
Okay, so it was Lyft, not Uber.
Someone like Lyft, who provides service to the entire public because they need to maintain a good, inclusive image. I mean, this thing is likely heading to Settlement City before a judge even sniffs the freshly printed papers. But before we get into the lawsuit, I need to tell you guys about today's video sponsor, Aura. So as we get deeper into the social media era, and our time and our lives are increasingly spent online, from their home address to the social security number stolen, and let you know if your information has been compromised or your info will not be...
Okay, we're skipping
at Aura.com.
We're skipping the promo ads, obviously.
Jamari, you will get a 2-week free trial of their services. So really, you guys have...
Yeah, we're not here for the sponsor, so we're going to just skip this part, y'all.
Below and check out Aura today. So this girl, Dank DeMoss, met with these lawyers. They did an entire photo shoot, as a matter of fact. And I can't lie to y'all, these dudes look like lawyers you would have seen in the back of the Yellow Pages catalog back in the day. Regardless,
Facts.
They are moving forward with this lawsuit, and they even did a couple of spots on Fox and ABC News.
Have you been in cars that size? Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face.
And listen, it's hard for me to blame the guy for being skeptical. There are actually a ton of pictures of her both in and out of cars, and even driving a car where her stomach is affecting the movement of the steering wheel. I mean, all I'm saying is there's definitely an argument to be made here for the plus-sized vehicle. Imagine you pull up in the smart car and you see her coming.
Oh, can you imagine, y'all? Oh my god. Oh my god.
My body right now is like my mind don't know that I'm this big. My mind does not know that I'm this big. So I be feeling like I can do everything. So when I walk in the gym, I feel like I'm fit.
Now, I'm not gonna lie. My whole childhood, I was extremely overweight and chubby. I didn't start knocking off all the weight until I hit like junior year in high school is when I started losing it. And then I started getting fit and things in that nature. But come on, it don't matter. If you're overweight and you walk into a gym, you're not just gonna automatically just feel fit. You in the gym for a reason. Get healthy.
I mean, the sheer fact that she is most likely to get awarded millions of dollars for this, to me, is an absolute joke.
Yeah, this is no. Especially if she's that overweight. And like I said, I'm not body shaming, okay? But if you're that overweight because of choice and not because of genetics or some sort of medical disorder or something, then no, you are going to lose in court.
Really hurt my feelings.
It looks like a
It hurt
Lyft
your
might be hurting
feelings?
pretty soon too.
I knew it was illegal and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Run.
It is not illegal to reject the ride. If this is your vehicle, this is what you do to day-to-day life, and this is how you make your money, that's your personal belongings. You have the right to say no to picking up somebody. If you pull up and once again you feel uncomfortable with the person, you can reject. I've seen it to where Uber drivers will drop people off because they'll pick them up and they act reckless in the vehicle, or they'll start smoking in the vehicle, and the Uber drivers don't play around. They'll pull over and drop you off. No cap.
Onions say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
See, even he himself knows that it's not the same thing. Slipping the phrase under the law right in there. Like, for instance, if someone were to tell me, hey, get your Mexican ass out of my car, for no reason, yes, I might have a case, but I just don't feel like they're on the same level of discrimination. Either way, if the dude really felt like it might have been a safety concern for him, or especially for her, I would think that he would have the jurisdiction to make that decision, especially since the vehicle is his property. Also,
Exactly. It's his property. He has the right to say no to pick somebody up.
in this situation, he was about as nice as he could be in delivering the message. And come on, she was heading to a Lions watch party, so this man did save her from a night of disappointment. Jared Goff. We all knew he couldn't do it.
Now, Lyft, Uber, those rideshare companies, they can refuse passengers based on a perceived security threat, but according to Deja's attorneys, you can
Exactly.
not.
If you are concerned, if you are uncomfortable, you have the right, once again, to say no.
Discriminate based on someone's weight.
I asked him, what do I have to do with your tire? I was embarrassed, and I felt some type of way about it, you know.
It's just kind of hard for me to believe.
This is just somebody that's trying to get some easy money, some clout. Now she's getting all this attention. I didn't know who she was until all these articles come out, and from my understanding, she's like a rapper of some sort. I don't know.
She is embarrassed when she chose to blast this on social media and has been using it as basically promotion for her business,
See?
which is being a rapper. She actually sounds...
It's funny how I say things and then he says it right after I say something. But like exactly what he's saying.
decent.
They stop still when they see a bitch. I'm fast, but I'm fine. I'm nice today, but I'm petty. Play with me and I'm ready.
But she has been trying to get on for over a decade, so maybe she sees this as a way to also have...
I'm telling you, she's doing it for the money and the clout. Now she's getting all this attention. I would say fame, but she's gonna be one of those flops. She's gonna get this attention in the meantime, and then she's gonna be just one of those people that end up just falling off.
her big break moment.
And once again, I'm not hating, I'm not picking sides, I'm not doing anything. I'm speaking my opinion. That's what I'm doing.
Which makes me think this is more about clout and money than feeling embarrassed.
Like I said, it's funny how I say something and he says it right after me.
Yo, I'm honestly just tired of these skinny bitches coming for us. You bitches be 130 fucking pounds. You small back ass bitches, leave us the fuck alone.
I ain't gonna lie, I like my petite. You feel me?
If anything, she's just begging for much more ridicule to be thrown her way because the internet is a ruthless place that will tear you.
It's funny how she mentions how she felt some type of way, blase blase, because of her weight. But now she's calling females bitches because they skinny. Okay, so you don't think a skinny female shouldn't feel some type of way from what you just said? Because there's also a lot of skinny females that also have genetic problems as well where they can't gain weight. And then obviously there's people out there that choose to be skinny. That's them. And yes, it can also be unhealthy as well if you are too skinny. It goes both ways, y'all.
Apart.
From a legal standpoint, it seems like obvious discrimination. The Elliott-Larsen Act, which is Michigan's Civil Rights Act, specifically protects people from weight discrimination.
Shouldn't have to pay for extra for Uber XL.
Now this is where things get a little bit tricky.
I mean, from my understandings, airlines as well, they don't play around with stuff like this. And from my understandings, airlines, I don't remember the last time an airlines have been sued because they required an overweight person to purchase 2 seats. Because she wouldn't be able to fit into just the 1 seat on an airlines. They're going to require her to purchase 2 tickets to have 2 seats that she could sit in. What are you going to do? Sue the airlines now?
There are certain airlines that make someone...
Oh my gosh, it is so crazy how every time I say something, he says it right afterwards. I know this popped up when I pressed pause, but I did not see what was on here. I literally said airlines and literally look what's on the screen.
and pay more for
W Nate in the
even comp
comments.
them a free seat when they go over their size limits. I will say in this case, I do think this is more of a rare situation because no offense to her, but there aren't that many people out here walking around that are this size.
Facts.
Here's what Lyft had to say.
Lyft unequivocally condemns all forms of discrimination. We believe in a community where everyone is treated with equal respect and mutual kindness. Our community guidelines and terms of service explicitly prohibit harassment or discrimination.
Now, this has been a heavy debated topic online as people share various.
It's not discrimination because at the end of the day, it's facts. Like, I would say it's discrimination when it's like, oh, you're Mexican. You gotta eat this way. You gotta walk this way. You can only hang out over there. Something like that. Something that's not really in your control type ish. Discrimination, the color of your skin, blase blase. You feel me? Your nationality, your religion, blase blase. You feel me? But if you're physically overweight to the point to where you can't fit into something and you are required to pay extra compared to someone that's skinny, that's on you. That is not on the company. That is on you. It's going to cost more in living being that overweight. Food is going to cost more because you obviously eat more than an average person. Clothes are going to cost more because you got to buy bigger clothes. What are you going to do? Sue every company in the world because you're overweight?
Pictures,
make it make sense.
Citing them as reasoning for why she should not be suing Lyft. We start seeing music videos popping up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just imagine being this car driving by, wondering what the hell is going on.
I like to get physical. I like to sit on people.
Sometimes you gotta
and,
take a risk, you know?
I can't wait to rub this baby oil on you. I'ma get all in the creases.
She does seem to be serious about her money. I mean, her name on Instagram is Paid Fat Queen after all, and that's fat with a PH, by the way, YouTube guidelines. She says, I only got time to drink expensive water after speaking so much to fight for what's right. I'm too focused on what's important, less infatuated with who's bothered, too busy moving like the boss I am. I am a queen. Enjoy my internet. And she even made a song about this shit.
Well, she seems very confident in her own skin, which is, there, once again, nothing wrong with it. But don't come out here crying because people are starting to say no to you because of your physical capabilities.
How do you feel about the allegations that has been brought to you over the past weekend?
nigga, I feel like I don't give a fuck. Next. Day.
If you didn't, you wouldn't be taking them to court. You just be like, all right, it is what it is, and keep it pushing. But you made it a big, you made it known you're upset. So it is a big deal to you.
Damn, how do it feel to be the spotlight of the city? I'm in the spotlight. This ain't shit new. Ask me something that's gonna piss me off. Next.
No, this isn't being the spotlight of the city. It's really just taking financial advantage of a corporation and also playing the victim. Which I'm not saying I'm always 100% against, but all this extra shit really just makes her look foolish. Like if she would have just posted the one video and then just kind of went about her way filing this lawsuit, I don't think that many people would have cared. But it's so obvious that this is about something more than getting actual justice. And honestly, it takes away from people in the future who are actually being discriminated against. So it's not some noble thing. I actually find it very selfish. Now enjoy this AI someone made of her actually getting in the car.
And she's in.
So yeah, between her and this other rapper named Dave.
Yeah, I remember him.
Blunts.
He'd be all over these weird TikToks and stuff like that, him doing some crazy
She goes out there and has to perform sitting down, attached to an oxygen tank. I don't know what's going on out here in the rap game, but of course I do want to know y'all's thoughts down below. Do you think she will win the lawsuit?
They would make some perfect babies.
Either way, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. I do once again encourage you to check out today.
Well, man, like, everyone's gonna have their own opinion. Once again, I'm not picking sides, but at the end of the day, facts is facts. Like, if, like, that's like me wanting to sue the NBA because their hoops are just too tall for me. I'm 5'7", I'm short. That's like, man, you guys are discriminating against the short people. I want to play basketball, but you guys only allow people tall, and you guys put your hoops up 9 feet in the air. I don't even know how many feet in the air the hoop is, but you guys put it way up there to where I can't touch it. I'm suing you. You guys are discriminating against short people. Huh? If you guys made it to the end, I greatly appreciate it. Smash the like button, leave a comment, click that bell while you're at it. Till next time, I'm gonna see y'all next time. I'm out.